There we go. Little technical difficulties, but we're on. We're back. And we're better than ever. Welcome to another show, guys. My name is Gerard. This is my little brother, Alex. And the missing guy is JR. We are springing into spring with episode 11 of the GAJ Podcast. Welcome to another week, everybody. Thanks again for coming back, or thanks for finding us and checking us out. It is March 22nd as of this recording, which means, as I mentioned, we are springing into spring. If you're wondering where JR is, he's chasing waterfalls. Even though last time we talked to him, we said, JR, don't go chasing waterfalls. Thank you very much. I know you're all laughing out there. Anyway, like I said, if you have been with us before, thank you for coming back. If you're new, please consider subscribing and leaving us a comment just to let us know you're there. The first segment we like to lead off with is a segment we affectionately refer to as Mom's Spaghetti. This is all about the food stories, what we've eaten, and consequently, what our mom's been eating. So I think we're going to lead off with that one. I feel like that's just right, given who this segment is kind of attributed to. So let me bring that up because I forgot to prepare. But here we go. Mom's Spaghetti. So Mom's contribution to this week's episode is her Lenten meal. So I guess this would have been last Friday, but looks like she had kind of like a pancit, but it was from bibimbap, so it's more of a Korean version of pancit. So cellophane noodles, carrots, corn, cucumbers, broccoli, chopped eggs, tofu, sesame ginger sauce. And because apparently that wasn't her carb, she had a croissant. Anyway.
I'm abstaining from Lent.
Filipino meals, carbs on carbs. Pancit with rice, pancit with a croissant. I mean, not pancit. This is a Korean dish, so I don't know what it's called. Anyway, Mom was a Catholic and didn't eat meat. She also brought something to our attention. I don't know if she sent this to you or not, but I don't know if you knew this, but apparently Chipotle is closing their restaurants because they filed for bankruptcy. So I don't know if you've seen that or not. I feel like we need to look that up.
I'm fact checking.
Yeah, please do.
I live right by the Chipotle home office too, their headquarters. Fact check. Is Chipotle Mexican Grill closing in 2025? Could this be breaking news?
Man, are we ahead of ourselves? Well, this is food, so why not? Are you looking at the Newsweek?
Hold on. I got a bunch of pop-ups coming up. Probably going to result in a, hey, you should subscribe and pay us more money if you want to read this article.
Guess what I'm not doing. Chipotle refutes claims that it's closing locations after a misreport.
There you go.
As of 11 a.m. Central Time today, March 22nd. And I'll just pop this up on the screen there. So there's the headline. This is on Yahoo News. Chipotle refutes claims that it's closing after a misreport. So,
what's the date on
that? Today.
Okay.
Saturday, March 22nd. Let's see. Refuted rumors that it filed for bankruptcy after confusion spread online on Friday night. So that kind of corresponds with what Mom had sent us, because that was her news from Friday. Let's see. False information stemmed from an inaccurate online article confusing Chipotle with a venture it tested in 2023. Okay. So it sounds like they tried to start something new, kind of like a spinoff, I guess. That didn't go, so they shut that project down. So Chipotle, I think I'm hearing a collective sigh of relief, is not closing locations. So, little fact check there for you. Sometimes we do find the truth and stuff. Anyway.
Hey, I got to click off and then click back on. There's a little glitch in my end.
Okay. I'll keep going, and we'll wait for you to come back. While we're waiting for Alex to come back, going back to Mom Spaghetti, you can see my album here. After visiting Mom last week, got to bring home some food, and we'll bring Alex back to the stage real quick. But one thing I got to bring back to Kansas City from my visit with our mother was homemade pandesal. Not that our mom made it, but we went to a specific Filipino shop in the Chicagoland area that their pandesal is amazing. And I love it, especially for breakfast. And this was my breakfast, when was that, yesterday? I don't know. Earlier this week, I think. Fried egg with some sausage and cheese on a toasted and buttered pandesal. And I had 2 of them, and it was delicious. Alex, are you a fan of pandesal for breakfast?
No.
I feel like you are. I mean, no.
I've had pandesal in many, many years, probably in the decades now.
What?
I think it could be. I haven't had it in so long.
I think you're a fan.
It depends
what
you put on it. I think if you made it into a breakfast sandwich, I'd be cool with it.
Oh man, I love it for
It's
breakfast.
been a long time.
You know what I used to love it with from when we were kids? Like
Bacon.
You know how we took all the Thanksgiving leftovers and put it on Hawaiian bread?
Yep.
I'd like it on pandesal even better. But I digress. Do you have anything for us from the Mom Spaghetti side? Do you have anything cool? I know you do Filipino food on the weekends, so what'd you get into this weekend?
I do Filipino food on the weekends. I just said do. So there you go.
We're mature.
But he had to put me on screen.
Oh, sorry. Ba-boom!
This is my weekly Filipino food. I'm not good at taking pictures because you can see there's a lot of empty space here. I took the picture. I was like, fuck it.
That's because instead of like just getting the food as a side, you got bigger portions of it. I feel like there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'd like to say I'm proud of you because that is a smart way to go about it.
No, that's just how they give it to me.
Oh, is it?
Sometimes they'll
That's
take
Filipino recognizing Filipino right there.
Sometimes they'll take one entree and put it in these spaces here where where the rice is not. I'm like, am I getting less? Because I'm not a fan of that.
I'm the same way.
But of course, you got the rice. This is up here. This is pork adobo. This is going to be terrible for the audio listener that we have. This is pork adobo, which had a good amount of fat in it. But then right here in the left corner, bottom corner, we have beef kare kare.
Ooh,
which was all right.
It's better with oxtail, but I'll take
better
it.
with oxtail. It had a good amount of tripe, which I did not eat. I picked at it.
Yeah, I'm not a big tripe fan.
It's slimy. It's not something I enjoy. I think it looks gross.
I think I would eat it, but it's not
I've had it. I've had it, and I said, that's not for me. And then once you know what it is, I'm pretty sure it's intestines.
Does it taste a little dirty?
Yeah, it just tastes slimy and gross.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like the texture. I don't like the taste. It's not my thing. But it's got, the usual, what is that, green bean? Not green beans. I don't know what those are called. Are they green beans?
I think
they're
green beans.
Yeah. Eggplant. And of course,
the eggplant is the part I don't like that much.
I'm okay with the eggplant as long as it's not all eggplant.
Yeah, not too much, right? Not too dominating of a flavor. I'm with you.
It's got to have the meat, dude. I'm a carnivore. I need my protein.
Yeah. Did you get did they, even though it's beef and not oxtails, do they still put like the big old, what did they call it? Like the bone from the shank?
The bone? No, that's the oxtail bone?
That's the oxtail, yeah. I guess I don't know if they would do it from the beef, from the cow.
Yeah.
Put something with like a little bone marrow in there.
Yeah, something I had last week though that I didn't try. They actually didn't have it this week, so maybe they didn't like it. It didn't do too well. They had different types of lumpia Shanghai. So typically we're used to the pork. They had signs that said seafood lumpia Shanghai, and I think they had something else on there. I couldn't remember what it said. I was like, "Ooh, should I try that?" And I was like, "Nah, better not," because honestly, this is a lot of food already. And sometimes I do get lumpia Shanghai with this type of food, and it's just overeating. It's just way too much food.
Yeah, you're like you get uncomfortable a little bit.
Yeah, it's just
You're so full.
You're eating just to because you don't want to leave any leftovers.
Yeah, you don't want to waste it, right?
Yeah, it's at its best when it's fresh, but
I can.
I'm really hungry. Maybe I'll
dig
do
that.
it.
I dig that.
I thought about getting going to Jollibee, getting a peach mango apple pie after this, but then I decided against it.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
That was also going to be overeating.
Oh, I just realized I didn't show you the other thing that Mom made. I think you actually know how to make this. I'll show you really quick.
Picadillo?
Oh no, not the Picadillo. I had that at the restaurant. This is called. Oh crap, I forgot now.
That looks like Picadillo.
Is it? No, that's not, because these are pork chunks. The Picadillo is like ground. Oh, I guess it's ground pork, isn't it?
Yep.
So kind of similar,
pork.
huh?
I kind of want to taste it with ground pork now.
What do you usually make it with?
Ground beef.
Oh, okay. Well, this
I haven't
is pork.
made it in over a year.
Yeah, this is something that Mom made, and why can I not think of what it's called? She even texted it to Ashley because I would forget.
The one on screen?
Yeah.
It's not menudo, is it?
No, that's what I kept wanting to call it. Bulalo. No. That wasn't the Bulalo. I think it's Igado or something. I can't. I'm so terrible. I'm so bad at that. She told Ashley. I thought she texted it to me too. But the thing that Mom was telling me was the dish I showed last week that I said was kind of like sinigang.
Yeah.
Is called Bulalo.
Bulalo.
That was. Did I put it on here? That was this. That's Bulalo. Kind of like sinigang. Little more sour, I guess. But quite tasty.
What's the meat in that?
That is pork, I think. I'm pretty sure it's pork. I don't know. It was really good. I really like it. It's something that, like, because it's kind of a soup, that or like sinigang I like for when I'm sick. Or there's another one, I can't remember what it is, arroz caldo, I think. It's kind of like the Filipino version of like chicken noodle soup. For
sinigang. Tastes like
for the
pea.
Americans. I don't think it tastes like pea. I think it tastes pretty good.
I think it tastes like pea. It also tastes like my childhood.
tastes like my childhood.
They haven't offered me sinigang in a long time. Some of these offered to me for free. They said, "You want soup?" And I said, "Yeah, okay." I'm like, "How much?" I said, "Free." Okay, I'll take it. And I'd be like, "Oh, that tastes like pea. It tastes like my childhood. I'm not gonna waste this."
You just got to put on the rice. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, I don't do that. No.
Oh, I do.
I eat it as actual soup.
I put a little bit on the rice and, like, I get a scoop of rice and scoop up a little bit, or I think I scoop it out and put it on the rice and then eat it, and then whatever soup is left at the end, I like drink it out of the bowl.
I need the rice for my entrees. I need all of it.
Oh, I see where. Yeah, okay.
Then I gotta put that sauce on there.
I know where you're going with that now. Yeah, if there's other stuff, yeah, I had to be sparing because the broth from the sinigang, it's broth. So if you put it on your rice, it's going everywhere. And if you have other things like kare kare, chicken or pork adobo, that's gonna mix. And I personally prefer it not mixed like that.
Yeah. Where I get the Filipino food, if you remember my picture up there, you see 2 scoops of rice. They actually give you an option to say, Do you want all rice or do you want half and half? Half and half is half white rice and half pancit bihun, which I want to have.
Ooh.
But it's
okay.
like, if I'm getting 2 entrees, I need the rice. I need the rice for the sauce.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. But yeah, the thing is, if you have like a really saucy dish, the rice is where it's at.
And most of it is a saucy dish.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so I'm going to show you something while we're on Mild Spaghetti because this is more food. Would you... I found this on Instagram, looks like. Would you eat this? Loco Moco Burrito. So it's got, looks like... Oh, shoot, I don't know. Did you see all that? Looked like it was a breakfast
in the
dish.
middle of that?
Looked like some kind of breakfast burrito with 2 eggs on top of it and then gravy all over it. I don't know what the first thing was. I couldn't tell what that was. It's too quick.
Yeah. You don't say what it is on there? No ingredients list?
I can't pause it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I would eat it.
I would totally eat it, but
Look, there's macaroni salad in there.
Was that macaroni salad? I don't know. I still can't tell exactly what's in it, but it looks good. I would eat it. And then the next thing
burrito,
was
though. That's a little weird.
yeah.
Depending what's inside.
The whole thing's weird. Let's just be honest, but I would still eat it.
God, that is like 3,000 calories right there.
Oh, I feel like it's probably more actually. But you can start to break that down a little bit with a little lemon juice. Have you seen this challenge, by the way? These people are like taking shots of lemon juice and recording it because they make like weird ass faces.
Put lemon juice in my water.
Yeah, these people are just drinking the straight lemon juice. It's actually pretty funny. Like some of the faces they make.
Of course, it's lemon. Oh, she puked.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Speaking of puke, did you see Tracy Morgan at the Miami Heat game?
No, what did he do? Did he get too drunk and throw up on the floor?
Yeah. Well, not drunk. He definitely puked on the floor, and there are clear pictures. He's courtside, too. He's just barfing a lot.
Jesus. Tracy Morgan. This is the funniest girl ever, by the way. Look at this. Look at this face.
Why do you do it in the car? Why do you do it in the car? You fucking Joey Swole?
I don't know. Maybe because she didn't want her family to see her.
This looks like a challenge you do during the beginning of the pandemic when everyone's in lockdown. You're like, what do you do? Just take shots of lemon juice. We watched a lot of TV already.
Or I don't know, maybe you're like somebody who doesn't drink anymore and this looks like fun. I have no idea.
Definitely not that.
Would you do it though? Would you do it?
Yeah, it's just lemon juice. Lemon juice is good for you.
Yeah. I don't know if I can take a shot of it though.
Especially for a guy who's had the kidney stone and the gout. It has gout. Lemon juice is something that I need to.
Yeah, but a shot? Would you take it as a shot?
Water.
Oh, folks out there in podcast land, all one of you, put in the comments, would you do this lemon juice challenge? And if so, would you record it? And if you do, please send us a link and we will put it on the show because it looks kind of funny. I would like to see you do it. And if we get 5 submissions, I'll do it too.
That's more.
There we go. There we go.
That'd be more some submissions than we have of listeners.
That is probably true.
So that'd be like, I submitted 4 of them.
Hey, take it easy. We have 12 subscribers, okay? And that's just on YouTube. We have like 6 more on Spotify. And there's definitely no way that those people are not the same people. There's no way that they're the same people. Jokes, guys, jokes. Anyway. That was Mom's Spaghetti. Moving into, hey Dad, watch this. I went to my happy place in the last week. I might have covered a little bit, but I got back on the softball field and hit. Although, I gotta tell you, I almost hurt myself this week. Part of being old, and when you don't stretch and try to do stuff that you should have stretched for, sometimes you get hurt. I actually have one for you, though, Alex. And that is your feature on looks like it's a club sports page.
Was I?
That's you grabbing some booty, baby.
Is that just a Facebook page?
I don't know if maybe, unless it was yours. I just see the tag, the Beach City Sports on the bottom. But that is Alex showing off the defensive skills of a real flag football player. Beach flag football player.
Tried this QB sneak. Well, he got a couple yards already.
Yeah, but
you see that guy in the back? You see that guy in the background with the dark blue and the white shorts?
Yeah, the one who looks like he's limping. Cause I don't know why.
That's the Michigan fan that lives. He lives 30 feet away from me.
That's why he looks like he runs like a turd.
He's kind of awkward.
I'm just
so
kidding.
am I. So, well,
but I'm just kidding, man. I'm not. I don't mean to take shots at you. I'm just poking fun just because you're a Michigan fan. I'm sure you run just fine. But yeah, that is.
They got a picture of that. They didn't get a picture of my touchdown.
You gotta set up a camera there, man. I'm gonna get you a tripod just to sit on the sidelines and dig it into the sand so that it
we
doesn't fall
go
down.
Across the field. We don't stay in one spot.
Oh, I know. I have this thing that if you it rotates for you basically. So it's got a software you put on your phone, and then you put your phone on this little rotating thing, and it'll follow you.
How's it gonna know it's me?
Anyway,
they're gonna be like.
Anyway, it would just be more to try and get some shots of you. You probably wouldn't get the whole game. It's
There's probably a dog that's gonna pee on that tripod too.
Yeah, it's like when I take videos at softball games. I'm just taking it. You see me hit. You don't actually see me run around the bases. You don't see me play defense. It's not trying to record the whole game. Just trying to get a few short clips some videos so you can take a few short clips out of it. But yeah, that's Alex.
That's
getting
cool.
It done.
I really enjoyed being out in the sun again.
On the what?
Out in the sun. That was actually that was 2 games ago.
That'd be awesome, man. I would love to play flag football. I know there's leagues around here, but I just don't know enough people that would play. And quite frankly, on the beach, cool.
I go by myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes I stay with a group, and then I eventually leave.
Yeah,
this is another one where I just went as a free agent.
Yeah, but I like playing softball more still. If there was beach flag football, I think I could get into that, but we would also need beaches. And I live in the middle of the map where we don't have.
My game tomorrow is at 9 a.m. So my goal before my game is 1, stretch, and 2, poop twice before I leave.
I'm with you on that. So something Alex did while we're on this segment, I've done it already. Alex did it today, so that's the reason I was mentioning it, is we got fitted for some suits for my upcoming nuptials in May.
Yeah, I had some old dude. He had his hands all over me.
Yeah.
Felt like Catholic school.
Did he move it to the left or the right to measure your inseam?
He kept the center.
Do you get the reference though, friends?
I haven't seen Friends in a long time.
Do I want to show this? Do I need to show the look? It's not a wedding dress. I'm showing it. So, for anybody that's curious, this is roughly the look we're going with for the wedding. So, by the way, Alex, this is the color of the suit. Alex hasn't seen the actual color yet because he just got fitted today. And this is a custom fitted suit. yeah, we went with kind of a light gray, light kind of with a little bluish hue to it. Staying with the white shirt, no neckties because we are going to be in Costa Rica and I don't like
Thank
wearing
God.
neckties anymore.
Is that top on going to be Is that top on going to be left unbuttoned?
Oh, up here, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Okay,
no
good.
neckties, dude. So yeah, you can't button that button if you're not wearing a necktie. And then to keep it kind of I don't know, modern looking, we're going with the white sneakers, the white Cole Haans that we got situated. So yeah, that's gonna be the look. And I even got to do wrong way. A pretty cool little lining in there.
Who's Joe?
That's the designer. Joseph Aboud. Yeah.
You got your name wrong, dude.
Yeah, no. The name's actually on this side. And the guy actually showed me a little trick that we can do that we're gonna do. Ashley wanted to do it for pictures, but I'm gonna have all the guys do it anyway. So the lining is actually in this pocket also, because I was asking about maybe getting some pocket squares. But the way the lining set up is you can actually flip it inside out and have it poking out like a pocket square.
No.
So we'll be able to see everybody's lining. So I think I'm going to have everybody do that to just add a little touch of pop to it since we're doing just white shirts and no neckties. But yeah.
My lining's going to be light blue.
Light blue, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be, I'm pretty excited. I really like the suit. I didn't keep the shirt. The shirt was a tailored shirt and apparently they don't use like the stretchy fabric for the tailored shirts. So I decided to not keep the shirt and get a different shirt. But yeah, that is the.
So you're gonna have a different shirt than me?
Look. This was a different shirt anyway from you guys, because I went full tailored shirt and I didn't feel right asking everybody else to do that, because I had to pay extra to get it fitted. I still got I got a similar shirt to you where it's got a stretchy fabric since I got rid of this one, but I got one that they could take up the sleeves a little bit and make it more tailored to me. So instead of this shirt where the tailoring is included in the price of the shirt, I got a kind of off the rack shirt and then paid additional to have it tailored.
I've got it.
Yeah, it took me a few minutes to figure out what was happening too, so don't worry. But yeah, that's the look we're going with for Costa Rica. So I'm excited. I'm pretty happy with the suit and looking forward to getting out there with you and having everybody look at us looking all fly and stuff in Costa Rica.
Before the sweat stains come out.
Before the sweat stains. Well, the jacket's coming off pretty much right after the ceremony, so. And pictures. But the ultimate goal will be to not get any stains on it, because some of the drinks are kind of colorful and
I attract a lot of stains.
You what?
I attract a lot of stains.
That's good. That's good. Did you do anything for St. Patty's Day? Because I don't think we even talked about that last week, did we? Well, I guess it hadn't been St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day was on a Monday, so I went to work and I came home and I lifted weights like a gym rat, like a meathead.
I did that too. Actually, I take it back. Where was I?
I didn't have a drink at home. I drank probably Gatorade Propel. That's it.
Okay.
Water, Gatorade Propel. Maybe tea. Who knows? There's no.
I didn't go out drinking either. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's 5 days ago, so I don't even remember.
Yeah. You were
the thought of St. Patrick's Day barely crossed my mind that entire day.
Yeah, we went out and got a drink.
I didn't do that.
But that was it, just because we had friends out we hadn't seen in a while, so it was kind of an excuse. But this was the shirt I wore. I basically just went to the gym afterwards, and I'm showing it because I like the shirt. I got mad ninja skills, so I feel like you should have this shirt, to be honest. You do more of the martial arts than I do. I just like that shirt. Got mad ninja skills. Anyway, guys, that is Hey Dad, Watch This. Time to check out our new toys. In a segment we like to call I Play Nerd. This is an ode to Alex's personal project called I Play Nerd. Check him out on YouTube. If you like the toy searches and toy reviews, that is the place to go. I don't know if I have any. I thought I had something, but I don't remember if I saved it. I didn't save it.
Save what?
Well, I took a picture. It's actually something I've had, but I have this cool like totem pole. It's a Cubs totem pole.
Oh, okay.
Somebody got me for my birthday a long time ago, and I don't know why. I was just looking at it. I'm like, this thing's cool. I'm going to show this off on the podcast, and then I forgot to do it. So I'll bring it back around another time. But yeah, I haven't been too busy on the Amazons and the what Ashley and her brother are affectionately referred to as the crack sites. So I haven't really bought anything new. What about you? You got anything to share with us?
Yeah, I got it off Amazon.
Got it off Amazon? What'd you get?
Actually, I made a video and I released it today, and then I pulled it back because I want to change it. I wasn't too happy with it.
Okay.
But when I was a kid, I was really into X-Men. Actually, still am a little bit.
So I remember you being all into X-Men.
My favorite comic book cover is X-Men #1 from like, I'm going to say 1991. And I'm not really into statues. I'm more of an action figure type guy. They did release a statue of Cyclops from X-Men #1.
Ooh, it's even got like the laser beam coming out of his eyes.
Yep, he's got his optic blast. It's done in a way that kind of really mimics how he looks on the cover art.
That's pretty cool, though.
This. And
it's not an action figure.
It's not an actual action figure. It's just
so cool.
So I got it. This is actually my first statue, I think. I don't think I've ever got a statue before.
I like all the detail like on the costume and everything.
Hell yeah. Cool. That's why I got it. I was like, oh, they're making statues. I'm like, I have no interest in that. Then they said they're releasing this Cyclops one. I was like, oh, that might be.
I remember Cyclops being kind of your favorite guy, wasn't he?
Hell yeah. He's going to shoot you right there.
Boom.
Boom.
Right.
This is really great for our audio listener. Boom,
yeah.
Optic blast.
Don't stare directly at the screen. Just kidding. Keep watching. It's not going to affect you.
Very reminiscent of my favorite comic book cover of all time. So I got it.
Well, that is cool. And I was actually checking out your channel earlier. Where'd it go?
I'm going to re-release the video maybe later tonight or tomorrow because I want to change some things. I think I was just rushing through it last night.
You put a couple new videos up in the last week.
Yeah, I'm putting together a pipeline. So I have videos I could just release.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think something happened with the YouTube algorithm because I'm getting a lot less views than before. Like a lot less.
Yeah, I think
I don't know what they did.
It's YouTube trying to figure out ways to not pay as much money to.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not paying me anyways. I operate at a loss.
They just want to make sure you're growing too fast, so they just want to make sure you don't get there. But I mean, your channel's doing great.
They're probably hitting a bunch of people too. They're probably hitting a bunch of people that are monetized, and they're not going to get less money.
Yeah, that's really what it's about.
YouTube.
Most likely. But it's kind of cool.
We'll call that digital tariffs.
You have 257 subscribers.
I lost one. I had 258 last week.
Oh no!
Who quit me?
Damn algorithms.
That's YouTube for you. But I'm working on putting together a lot more videos. It's just that it takes time. It's a grind, and sometimes I just want to use my weekends to just chill and watch TV and movies.
Amen, brother. Amen. If any of you are interested, here is said channel, I Play Nerd. Kidulting and toys. Kidulting. I like that term, kidulting. But yeah, if you are into the toys and a little bit of Haktua, check it out. Good channel. All right, guys. we are cruising right along. And our next segment that we like to share with you is called Breaking to Us News. Now, we kind of covered the first one already, which was the Chipotle story. I didn't preload very much
Fake
here,
news.
so I'm glad. Yeah, I was saying I'm glad I didn't load up the original story that I was going to load up about Chipotle because, as Alex mentioned, that was fake news.
I still eat a lot of Chipotle, even though I live in an area that has a lot of good Mexican food. There's something about Chipotle.
You know,
it's not like certified, genuine, authentic Mexican. It's still kind of like Americanized Mexican food, but
you know what it is?
Really good. They have really good guacamole and really good sour cream and really good cheese and quality meat. So
you know what it is? It's reliable, is what it is. It's good enough and reliable. It's kind of like when you're on a road trip. Yeah.
Convenient. I'm like, oh, I really want a burrito from this other Mexican place. I'm like, my God, I drive all the way out there. Stay long. Right? I'm like, hold on, there's like 2 Chipotles by me.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you're on a road trip, it's kind of like going to McDonald's. Why do you go to McDonald's? 1, it's always available. You can always find a McDonald's when you're on a road trip. And 2, it's reliable. It's not even the best fast food. It's just so reliable. Like, I know what I can get, and it's going to come fast. It's going to be pretty much the same no matter what. And I can eat it while I'm driving. I don't know if that's safe, but it's not safe. But
and they also have really good guacamole if you want to shovel out like an extra $3. Actually, that price is probably going to go up now.
At Chipotle? Yeah, everything's going up. Everything's going up except our salaries.
That might be going down.
Yeah, no shit. Anyway, and that's not on the companies that employ us. That's just the way the economy's working out. That
economy stuff getting more expensive, tariffs.
Say it's getting more expensive to do business.
Countries now. We're not doing good, dude.
Yeah, it is what it is. I didn't preload too many articles. A couple things I read though. Ohio State is I don't know that this is necessarily like a shocker to anybody, but there's a 3-horse race for starting quarterback going into next season. And there's a redshirt sophomore, a true sophomore, and a true freshman. And it seems like the 2 lead horses are the true freshman and true sophomore, which leaves the redshirt sophomore kind of out in the wind, or out,
Yeah, Lincoln Kienholz
out in no man's land.
He was taking first. He was taking first string reps, but that's because he's been there the longest. That's going to change.
Yeah,
I did see some video of Julian Sand throwing the ball. They've always been saying, people at the combine, Ohio State players at the combine were being asked, what's up with Julian Sand? He said, that's the prettiest ball I've ever seen thrown. And I saw some video of it. I was like, okay. He does look good throwing the ball. We have seen him play in some games when it was like junk minutes, and he definitely threw a touchdown. I don't know if he threw anything else.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
he's also very, very skinny. Like if he gets hit, he may snap in 2.
Is he the freshman or is he the sophomore?
He was
St. Clair's the freshman.
Transfer from Bama. He committed to Bama, and then Nick Saban retired, so he entered the portal. Went to Ohio State, committed to Ohio State because that's when we still had Billy O'Brien as our offensive coordinator, who he committed to because Billy O'Brien was at Bama at the time. And then Bill O'Brien left to become the head coach at Boston College. So I thought Julian Sand might leave, but he's actually stayed. It sounds like he's not committed to Ryan Day. Aaron Noland already transferred. He's transferring to NC State, maybe? NC State, yeah. He's not going to
I think he had to. I mean,
he had a cool name. He had a cool last name. Or he has a cool last name.
He was the 4th ranked out of the 4.
He wanted to be a Buckeye, though. But it's like, the writing's on the wall.
Yeah. You got to do what's right for you. And
maybe if the Buckeyes didn't get Tavian Sinclair committed, Aaron Nolan could ride it out, and then once Julian Sand went to the NFL, He can play as as a senior, and also as a fifth-year senior. But we got one of the Ohio State's reloading, dude.
Yep. Well, I think the prediction is Lincoln Kleinholtz is going to be
Transferring,
entering the transfer portal fairly soon. I think a lot of it's going to ride on what happens with the spring game, and depending on what kind of minutes he gets and how he performs, especially compared to the other two. But
we still need a third quarterback, though. So I'm a little concerned. There's probably a guy. You just haven't heard his name. Because Aaron Nolan's gone. Lincoln Kleinholtz is going.
I'm sure there's somebody, but Lincoln Kleinholtz, with as high as he's been ranked, I'm not going to hold it against him for transferring if that's what he chooses to do.
That's going to be our third quarterback at transfer. Devin Brown transferred to Cal. So I'll be watching Cal games cheering for that guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's a different feel than last year with Kyle McCord. Because Kyle McCord was kind of there's a lot of friction there. There's no friction with Devin Brown. It's like Devin Brown said, hey, I'm transferring before the postseason. So I mean, that's when Ryan had to go to the team and say, what do you guys think of keeping Devin Brown around for the postseason? I think the team said, we want to keep him around, even though we know he's leaving. Devin Brown was a good teammate. Very good teammate.
Well, good for him. And good for the guys for really sticking up for him.
I mean, he's going to be in the Pac-2. Wait, is Cal Pac 2, 10, 12?
Cal is...
I don't even know anymore because they're kind of a afterthought. I think they are still Pac-2.
Pac-plus. 12.
Or Pac-10. I think the teams are getting, the universities are joining the Pac, X. Can't join until the season after this coming season.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that's working out. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know enough about it. And quite frankly, I don't care about the Pac-12, Pac-10, whatever the fuck they are, so. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Do you have any interesting news stories that we could look up that you heard about?
I mentioned that Tracy Morgan puked at the Miami Heat game.
Oh, yeah, I want to look that up.
You will see puke if you look it up.
Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan throw video. All right. 50 Cent clowns Tracy Morgan over vomiting on the court at Knicks game. Tracy Morgan taken in a wheelchair after vomiting courtside at a Knicks game. I feel like I need to look this up on YouTube.
That's probably there too. It's in front of
Tracy Morgan.
A lot of people. Poor guy.
I don't think I can show this because we'll get copywritten, but if you look up Tracy Morgan throwing up, there's a whole lot there. Apparently he went to the hospital.
Yeah, I think he said it was he posted a picture from the hospital. He says it was food poisoning.
Sure it was. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Maybe it was. Oh, he didn't even get a bucket or anything.
Nope. It's on the hardwood, dude.
I will say he didn't look like he was wasted. Like he knew it was coming. He just wasn't feeling very good.
Yep.
Because I feel like as a celebrity, he's not the biggest celebrity, but he's very much a celebrity, and
oh yeah,
I feel like they're usually smarter than that,
I don't want to jinx myself, but luckily I've never had food poisoning, so I don't know what that's like. I don't think you know until it's coming out. I've had buddies that have food poisoning, and it sounds like you don't know until it's coming out.
No, I don't think he knew he was throwing up. It looked like he all of a sudden just didn't feel good. And they, took him out on a wheelchair. Man. Hope the guy's all right. That would suck. That's pretty embarrassing.
I've been watching a lot of mock drafts lately. Even like some podunk nobodies that have YouTube channels. I'm like, oh, what are they saying?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, look that up. I'm
Pretty,
curious because the Bears still have two, not top 10, but they still have two first round picks, don't they?
No, they have number 10, and then they have 39 and 41. So 39 is the
They have a couple
seventh
of
pick
second
in the
rounds.
second round, and
Yeah.
41 is the ninth pick in the 41 in
That's
the
not
second
bad.
round. So I really want to get more offensive line help, which hopefully is
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
mean,
Will
they're doing a
Campbell.
good job.
People keep saying that Ashton Genty is a big target, which if they do that, okay, but it's not my preference. My preference is going to be go for Will Campbell if he's available. He's the most likely available as far as offensive line goes. The problem with Will Campbell is that his measurables, and we're going to body shame him. They say his arms are too small. He's got T-Rex arms. It's not T-Rex arm. I think his wingspan is half an inch shorter than what they want for left tackles. So I would like to get Will Campbell in the first round, and then when he has 2 second-round picks, I'm looking at Buckeyes, and people are talking about running back. People are talking at edge. I'm like, let's get
like the running back ideas.
Traven Henderson or Quinton Judkins, and then for edge, JT Tuimoloau or Jack Sawyer. When I listen to some other,
I like Jack Sawyer a lot. I like Tuimoloau too.
When I listen to a lot more Bear-centric channels talking about it, I think they prefer Quinton Judkins over Trey, and they prefer JT Tuimoloau over Jack Sawyer. But me, I'd probably say Traven Henderson is my favorite Buckeye from this past year, but he has a history of injury. So that's where
I'd say the best thing that happened to him was Quinton Judkins.
So I'm like, I'm happy with both. I like Trey better. And then on the edge, I'd say Jack Sawyer more, but I think I'm kind of like split between Jack Sawyer and JT. So I feel like JT should have played better this past year. But I think I've seen more consistency out of JT. And then, when we're talking about having offensive line help, there's still a Buckeye that's going to go, an offensive lineman from Ohio State that's going to go first round. He was projected to be the top offensive lineman before he had a season-ending injury, which I think was against Penn State, and that's Josh Simmons. There's potential that the Bears could still draft him, but when you have a season-ending knee injury, that does put a big red flag up there.
Yeah, because
even with that, he's still projected to be first round.
I'm seeing Kelvin Banks.
Kelvin Banks out of Texas.
Out of Texas.
Sure. If Will Campbell's not available, the top guy's going to be a guy named Membu out of Missouri. And then I think it's Will Campbell and then Kelvin Banks.
Okay.
But I don't want to.
He played with Darnell Wright. Then.
No, Darnell Wright's from Tennessee.
Oh, I thought he was from Texas.
No, he's Tennessee.
No, you're right.
He's the only offensive lineman we're keeping. Well, I guess Braxton Jones. We'll see what happens. Well, Braxton Jones is injured. So I'm like,
I like the idea of bringing in some veterans to bolster and then having these young guys kind of take it up, and then
I like where we're at with our offensive line.
Being able to fill in.
We need one more starting spot to fill, because Braxton Jones has an injury, so who knows what's going to happen to him. I say just draft. First pick needs to be to fill that role. And if Braxton Jones is healthy, then say, all right, well, at least we have depth at that. I guess people are also saying that Ashton Genty is just that damn good.
I don't know, man.
For Boise State, I didn't really pay too much attention.
We need to commit more to keeping our quarterback upright,
Yeah, I agree.
And by the way, that also helps open up some holes for the running back, whoever that may be.
And I'd love to grab Quinton or Trey in the second round.
Could you imagine getting both of them and having that running back by committee right out of the gates for 3 years?
Yeah, but you can't really draft both of them. You got to go for in my mind, in my preference, it's going to be draft a left tackle in the first round, draft a running back and an edge rusher.
In
the second round. That's why I keep thinking, like, hey, dude, you can grab 2 people from Ohio State. You can grab 3 if you want to go for Josh Simmons.
Man, there's actually 1 or 2 that think Armand Membo might make it to
Membo's
10.
number 1. He's the number 1 offensive lineman that's
Yeah.
draft.
What I'm saying is
He won't be available to us unless we trade up.
I wonder if that's worth doing. I don't know. I think there's a lot there to work with, so maybe you don't do that. But anyway, yeah, I was talking to one of our neighbors who's also from Chicago, so he's a big Bears fan. So we were talking the other day, and he's like, "How you feeling?" I'm like, I'm trying to remain cautiously optimistic, but I like the way things are looking. He's like, yeah, it just feels a little bit different this year. And I can't disagree with him, but I'm still trying to be.
We also said that last year, but now I feel like
I didn't. The
criticism I had about last year, where it's being addressed for this year.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Going into last year, I will admit it went way worse than I thought it would. I was optimistic but not confident going into last year, and the biggest reason was fucking Eberflus.
The biggest concerns were the offensive line was not really fixed.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't fixed at all. I have concerns about Eberflus, and I have concerns about the quarterback because I don't think he's that great. I still don't think he's that great.
I was actually talking to that with one of my
he's who we
softball
have.
teammates.
So
we were talking about like, oh yeah, one of my buddies was like, yeah, I don't know why you guys didn't draft Jaden Daniels. I'm like, what's funny is my brother wanted to draft Jaden Daniels, but
actually no, I wanted to draft Mike Penix Jr.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I wanted to stick with Justin Fields, but if
that's what I want to do.
I wanted to draft Mike Penix Jr.
Well, yeah, I'd say the biggest mistake was if you're going to move on from the quarterback, we should have moved on from the head coach too at the same time. Like that's absolutely what should happen. It was so stupid. For all the great moves our GM made, that was just, I don't know. That just felt so dumb to me that you were going to move on from the quarterback, but not the fucking head coach that was complete garbage. Come on.
Yeah, luckily though, Ben Johnson seemed like a head coach that could work with
Caleb,
or if we would have had Justin Fields. I think I wanted Ben Johnson with Justin Fields.
That would have been awesome.
But
that would have been awesome.
Not that way.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm a pretty much a semi Jets fan now because of Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson, the center. I forgot his name.
Mangold. I don't know. It's not Mangold. But,
I think Mangold's retired.
I think he's retired too.
I think there are 3 people that Justin played with at Ohio State. Well, Garrett, the center, and there's one more person. One other person might be on defense. I'm like, dude, if they draft a Buckeye, because there's so many fucking Buckeyes in the draft now this year. I mean, they could draft Quinshawn, they could draft Travis Henderson, they could draft JT or Jack Sawyer or Josh Simmons or I'm forgetting names now. There's a good amount of Buckeyes that they could draft.
Joe Tippmann, is he from Ohio State?
That's a great name.
It is a great name. But is he from Ohio State?
I'm about the JETS, Jets.
My buddy Sean that I play softball with would,
and if not the Texans also
would love to hear that because he's a Jets fan, big time Jets.
I'm a Ohio State fan, and Justin Fields might be my favorite college player of all time. I'd have to think about that. There may be some recency bias, but Justin Fields is way up there. There's also Troy Smith. There's Ezekiel Elliott.
Eddie George, dude. Eddie George. But I was like in elementary school when Eddie George played. Yeah, that's true. Still, he was around.
There's something different about Justin Fields, though. You can see it when he goes to teams with Ohio State, with Chicago, with Pittsburgh.
I was so disappointed when we weren't keeping him because I was just like, man, I feel like it's not Justin Fields. I think
No. Not to throw shade at the past and think about how things could have been, but in my mind, that last draft could have been we keep running with Justin Fields. We draft Olufushanu at left tackle. And no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we draft Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, I was saying Marvin Harrison Jr.
wide receiver. And
got the
possibly
number 1 pick in the draft.
Olufushanu. Or no, Joe Alt was a number 1. So we could have gone Marvin Harrison Jr. and Olufushanu at left tackle, or we could have gone Joe Alt at the earlier pick, and then Roma Dunze.
Still got Roma Dunze, yeah.
Still got Roma Dunze. Or possibly even, who knows how it would have played out. We could have got Malik Neighbors.
That would have been a good one, too.
And so there have been a lot of offensive line. We fixed the offensive line. Well, we would have to do a lot more for the offensive line other than just drafting Joe Alt or Olufushanu. And then wide receiver, you give him weapons with Marv Harrison Jr. or Malik Neighbors or Roma Dunze.
That would have been so cool. That would have been so cool.
It's a business. Their egos, and that's just the way it plays.
Got rid of Fields and kept Eberflus.
I think we still would have had Eberflus. We still would have had Eberflus. So I still think we would have won more games last year with Justin Fields. We won 5 games.
We should have fucking fired Eberflus. It's just Eberflus should have been the first fire.
We definitely won more games though.
Should have never been there, and I mean, yeah, just.
But I'm happy Justin Fields is on a team that's going to pay him. He's reunited with Garrett Wilson. He has an offensive line.
That's going to be kind of exciting to watch. I'm excited to see what happens with that.
Like committed. Pittsburgh was more like half-ass committed because it's like, hey, we also got Russell Wilson, and we got Justin Fields for a sixth round pick,
dude. They got Russell Wilson for peanuts.
But if we play Justin the way we should play Justin, we have to give a 4th round pick, and we're like, but we don't want to do that. I'm like, okay. But the thing is, though, when the beginning of the season, when you hear people from the players from Pittsburgh talking, they're like, no, Justin Fields is our quarterback. So you know that Justin Fields does something in the locker room that you just don't see.
Yeah.
He did that with the Bears. He did that with Ohio State. He's going to do that with the Jets.
I'm excited to see him and
Caleb just fucking cries.
Man. Excited to see him and Garrett Wilson reconnect. So,
and also Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is still not on a team right now.
Yeah,
he might. Still a Bears fan. He's projected to sign with the Steelers, but who knows?
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. Anyway, still a Bears fan, still a Chiefs fan, but I'm excited to see what Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson do now that they are getting back together. So
I'm a semi-Jets fan. I'm a semi-Texans fan. It's no like there's an easy formula. It's like Ohio State players. Okay, well, the Texans have C.J. Stroud. They have Cade Stover. So they probably have more on there. I don't know. It's the stars that are on there, the people that make the difference makers.
Yep. Anyway, if you didn't notice, that was the alarm going off. So we are about to get into our closing thoughts. Before we do, again, we'd like to thank you guys all for joining us. If you'd like to help us out, please think about leaving us a comment with some ideas for following shows. Don't forget to like the episode, subscribe to the channel, and what would really help is if you would click that notification bell so you know when our new episodes are coming out. And if you would prefer to say more anonymous, but would like to share something with us, stories, ideas, pictures, whatever, you can also hit us up at gajepodcast@gmail.com. All right. Closing thoughts. Lead us off, Alex.
I don't think I have any. I like seeing more Cybertrucks getting vandalized. So I was watching The Daily Show. There's a trend in Tesla dealerships and Tesla cars getting vandalized because, Elon Musk is...
Do people not know that every Tesla has a camera in it that points at the direction in which it feels an impact?
It seems like it's not working. I was watching the Daily Show, and they're showing a news story. And someone vandalized a Tesla dealership. They wrote, "Fuck Nazi scum."
Yeah,
they had to blur it out. They had to blur it out, so the blur covered up the word "fuck." And because of the way the words are positioned, it cut up the S in scum.
So you saw cum. Man, I gotta say one of the recent ones, they arrested I think 2 or 3 people, and they're getting charged with domestic terrorism, which quite frankly it is. So
yeah, it's more vandalism, guys. Terrorism.
Oh, when you're putting the stuff that they're putting on there, it's considered domestic terrorism. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know.
I'd say have fun with it.
Yeah, don't
fuck those fucking Cybertrucks.
I still don't like the Cybertrucks, but don't go committing domestic terrorism. We want you to be able to watch our show.
I think it's just kind of over. They're just trying to bloat it because it's like, oh god.
I think they're gonna, because it's happening more and more. I think they're gonna make an example of the people they caught, and they're gonna move forward with the domestic terrorism, and make an example of them. But anyway,
yeah, fuck Tesla.
Hey guys, it's springtime. Get a little spring in your step. Get out and enjoy the weather.
Sun.
If you're living in the Midwest, especially in the northern Midwest, you're probably not done with snow yet. But so even more to you, get out and enjoy the weather, and catch back up with us next week. And in case you're wondering, no, this isn't heaven. It's Iowa. I don't know if you can see that.
Never been to Iowa. Doesn't look like heaven to me.
It's not heaven. It's a lot.
Looks like I'd say more purgatory.
I've driven through
cornfields. Great.
I've driven through Iowa twice in the last 2 weeks, so I can tell you it's.
You feel like a lot of nothing. Okay.
It's not. It's not heaven. It's not heaven. They do, however, have the world's largest truck stop. So, if you're into that kind of thing.
How much disgusting shit happens there?
They actually have, because it's so busy, I actually bet it's not too bad. Because it's really fucking busy. Like, they have a movie theater, they have
a movie theater?
A gym, they have showers.
A bunch of disgusting shit goes on there.
They got a fucking, trucker museum. It's busy, and they have security and everything, too. So, it actually looks pretty cool. I just don't stop there because it's not a Shell gas station or Casey's, and I get rewards at those places, so that's what I do. Anyway, that is our show, guys. Thanks again for joining us. Tune in next week when we cover, I don't know what yet, we'll figure it out when we get there, but also my contacts is bugging the crap out of me, so it is time for us to go, which means I need to queue up some music. So here we go. Turn that on. Give Alex a chance to throw something on the screen. And we will sign out here. Adios, everybody. Have a good week. We are looking at Cyclops junk. Bye-bye, everybody.